One of the levees was breached.
I just can't believe what I'm seeing. I've heard talk about cavalry and help, but this looks like the Wild West here. We've got guys riding around in pickups with automatics drawn.
I got a baby. I have a baby. And you see, there are so many babies here. It's just not, it's not, it's not a question of objectivity, it's a question of reality. This is, how do you, I don't know, man. Let them walk out of here. Let them walk the hell out of here.
They got locked in there and they watched people being killed around them, and they watched people starving, and they watched elderly people not get any medicine. And now they know it's happening because we've been telling them repeatedly over and over every day. And you know what they're doing now? And I'm not blaming anyone. I'm telling you what's happening. They have set up a checkpoint at the bottom of this bridge. This is the bridge that takes you from New Orleans over into Gretna, from Orleans Parish into Jefferson's Parish. It's the only way out. It's the connection to the rest of the world. And they've set up a checkpoint, and anyone who walks up out of that city now is turned around.
Look in the face of the baby. This is it. This is it. No sugarcoating, no political spin, no Republicans or Democrats. People suffering. Let them go.
It was sad. It was real sad to see, like, in our country, something like that can happen. So then everybody just kind of got separated. Nobody knew if people was dead or alive. I don't know where nobody went. The storm is one thing, but like the aftermath is another thing. I seen on news dead bodies floating. I see on news, like old people was like, they need their medicine and all that type of stuff. They'll just die. They'll sit on the ground just dead, basically, in the hot sun. New Orleans is a real hot place. And so in August, it's like super hot, it's real hot there, and it's older people and kids and stuff outside, don't have milk, the older people don't have their medicine. So it was just sad, it was sad to see that type of stuff happen in the United States of America.
The average person doesn't know how good of a guy he is. Like, if you ever needed anything, he's gonna do it for you. If I ever called him and say, I need your help, he'll be right there. And he talks a little trash, so, but he's a good guy. He's got a good heart. He comes in the gym, he's giving people stuff like, hey, you need shoes, you need this, that's just the kind of guy he is.
I was rough. I was always rough growing up. I played almost every sport. I used to fight a lot on the street in New Orleans. Fight with my sister a lot. I got a younger sister. She's 2 years younger than me. Me and her used to always fight all the time. Then me and my cousins used to fight. Then me and my friends used to fight outside.
He's an adrenaline junkie. He wants to, he doesn't want to sit still. He can't, he's got to keep moving. He hates sitting in the house.
Because New Orleans people are different. We got a different type of swag with us. So we kind of rowdy. A lot of New Orleans people are real rowdy. And I'm like, I'm a quiet type of person when I first meet somebody. I have to know who somebody is before I'm just gonna open myself up and talk to them. I'm more of a listener more than a talker.
My first memory of him was I would run the fighters at 5 o'clock in the morning, every day. So I'm out there one day, multiple times, more than one day, but I see him and his manager at the time out there. He's still an amateur. He's a kid in high school. He's out there 5 in the morning running. What kid in high school is getting up at 4:30 to meet at the park at 5 and run? There's not, So at that time I told him, that kid's gonna do something, and
I always knew I could fight. I always knew I can fight, period. Not just about punching, I always knew I can fight. And one story, like when I was in karate, I did karate, and I kept quitting to go play football and stuff like that. Karate just wasn't aggressive enough for me. You gotta pull your punches. Me, when I hit, I'm trying to go through it, basically. So in karate, we were sparring one day, and I hit the dude so hard, they had to stop it. They was like, you can't do this. Like, you can't. And I was cool with the people. My daddy was cool with the senseis and all that stuff. They're like, look, Regis, you can't do this. You gotta go box. Like, you hurting the kids.
he's got character, and there's something about him that everybody wants more, and he answers questions before you can ask him. That kind of stuff is you can't teach that.
For me, I just always believe in myself. You know, when I fight, I go out there I don't go out there to win on points. I don't do that. Like, I go out there to destroy my opponent. You know, I don't care about nobody's record. I don't care if you're 100-0 or 100 knockouts. Like, for me, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I feel like I'm gonna win no matter what, and I go out there to, like, hurt my opponent. Was going back and forth about like having a nickname, and they was throwing out all kinds of stuff. Cajun Crusher, Big Easy Smasher, Big Easy, whatever, all that type of stuff. I was like 4-0 at the time, and I needed a nickname. My daddy said the Rougarou, and then my manager at the time, he was like, that's it. I wore the Rougarou mask for the first time, my 10th fight in Houston, I wore it. And then everybody went crazy. They loved it. They was, ooh, doing the wolf house and all that type of stuff. I mean, now it's just who I am, you know. It's who I am, you know. I like the mask. I got totally different masks now. We upgrade the masks. It's 1-to-1 in the world right now. You know, and then it's just all about entertainment, you know. Like I said, I love my nickname too. Like the Rougarou, nobody has a nickname. Like everybody got like regular names and stuff. Like the Rougarou is like special.
There are some people that are just special. The biggest kid on the playground isn't always defined by stature. Often, he's the biggest personality that makes the largest impact on those around him. Forward-looking confidence, an unshakable outlook that takes the worst of times and molds them into life lessons that are seen by others as points of inspiration. They call him the Rougarou, a mythical werewolf meant to scare children into saying their prayers. His strength comes from the bayous of Louisiana and the victims he preys on. But for Regis Prograis, his strength lies under the hand wraps.